Okay, I'm just getting ready to run some quick errands and I thought I'd show you my realistic everyday kind of like 5-minute face. I just showered and washed my face in the shower and I'm going to start with my skincare. I'm just using a vitamin C serum. This one is from Jan Marini. I do have more oily skin, so I don't use a ton of skin prep. That vitamin C serum plus my SPF kind of like daily moisturizer is enough for me. And just to kind of save time a little bit, I'm going to go in with the Supergoop Glow Screen. So this is going to sort of be like a little bit of a moisturizer for me, my SPF, and a little bit of coverage as well. It's more like a glowy tint. I get a pretty good amount because it does sheer out a lot. I'll put that all over and down the neck a little bit, avoiding my white shirt, hopefully. It's so nice when you can apply it with your fingers too, because it's just a little bit quicker that way. But then I always do feel like I need a towel close by and I don't have one. Let me go grab a towel. I'm usually just standing in the bathroom when I do this, so I'll just wash my hands. But I'm sitting at my table right now so you could see a little bit better. And so I can sit down for once. In our old house, I had a nice vanity, was sitting down, all my makeup was out. In this house, we're a little less organized with space and all that, so I don't really have a good spot to get ready yet. So I just keep all my makeup in this little tiny bag, and I'll either get ready like on my bed or in the bathroom or right now at the kitchen table. Okay, so as you can see, that sort of evened everything out a little bit, but that's about all it did. After that, I just kind of like to correct a little bit in my eyes, like my under eye area. So I just use the Charlotte Tilbury under eye corrector thing. This one's in Fair. So it's just like a light kind of peachy tone. It's a little bit like creamy and thin, which is nice because when you go in with a crazy concealer, it's way more noticeable usually. So I just like using this. I'll bring it up in here where there's a lot of blue, and I just do it at the same time as each other because it is so thin that it doesn't have to be blended out absolutely perfectly, because it's more of like almost applying like a little bit of a tinted eye cream. So even quicker when you can do both eyes at the same time. My baby's cooing in the background. He's in his little swing, which he likes, but he is getting to the point where he's a little tired, so he wants to be held. So I gotta finish this up. Now I'm gonna go in with a pressed powder just to give a little more coverage and to tone down the glow a little bit.
We're getting good.
I'm so excited. Yay, okay.
All right, love you.
Love you. I don't exactly know where I was at here. Basically, I'm going in with powder next. It'll add a little bit more coverage. It'll tone down the shine a little bit because although this is very pretty, I am oily and will get very greasy looking throughout the day. So this powder will make it look quite matte for a little bit, but then throughout the day, it will end up looking a lot more natural and wearing a lot better on me than just this nice glowy base would. Sorry, I kind of lost my place because my husband just came up and told me we're buying concert tickets and I'm so excited. So we're gonna go see Fleet Foxes, I think in July, which is gonna be awesome. Oh, so I'm going in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder. This is in Light Plus, Natural. I'm not sure what the shade is. It just has a lot of things back here. I'm just taking a big fluffy brush. I'm starting under my eyes so that I can kind of set that down since the creasing happens under the eyes the most. Just because you have more fine lines there. And then I'm just going to sort of buff that into the rest of the skin. I sort of buff, I sort of pat. I just am trying to get a nice little layer to protect from everything moving around. This is seriously the quickest thing ever. I've been doing this makeup so much just because it is so fast. It looks a little bit pulled together, but still like super easy wearable for every day. And then if it does fade, it doesn't look crazy just because there's not a lot of coverage. There's just not a lot going on, which is awesome. So I skip bronzer on days like this just because it's more to blend out and I don't want to deal with it, but I do like a little color, so I'll go in with blush. This one is from PYT. It's called Exhale is the shade. And I love this because I don't feel like I can ever go overboard with this blush. I can dip in here like crazy and not even tap this off and it still looks, sorry, so, hold on. And it still looks so natural. Sorry, I just had to run the baby down to my husband because you could probably hear him screaming in the background. So anyways, as you saw, I took a big fat dip into this blush. I usually do tap it off a little bit, but I just wanted to demonstrate that on fair skin, this is the kind of blush, like, You just can't, sorry, I ran downstairs, so I'm out of breath. This is the kind of blush you just can't overdo for fair skin. Like, it just blends out so easy because the color is so like just natural and light. So it works really well. I've really liked this. I was really surprised though. This is from Target, PYT Beauty. I've never bought anything from PYT before. And this was $20. That's very expensive to me for Target. Don't you think like a drugstore brand would be cheaper? I don't know. That's just crazy. While I'm sitting here, since my lips are so dry and that powder just looks terrible on them, I'm just gonna put on a little Vaseline. I have not been using any sort of like fancy lip balms or even glosses or any like lip product at all. I just feel like the Vaseline has been protecting my lips so well. I don't need anything else. Especially if I put this on before bed, I just wake up with like no loss of moisture to my lips at all. It's pretty great. So use that a little bit. And then the last thing I do on a day-to-day is brows. I have been so lazy with my eyebrows. I just use a brow cream pretty much on the day-to-day. And by brow cream, I mean like a brow gel, but it just has a little bit more pigment to it. So it helps to fill in your brows at the same time. The one I've been using lately is the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Brow Fixer. I actually have really liked this, but I do feel like it has started to dry out really fast. So I'm a little undecided on that part of it, but you'll just see how quick this is. I just kind of hit like the sparser areas first. And this holds really well, which is nice, but I do feel like you have a second. Like, I make mistakes up here all the time, but I can kind of use my finger to like almost blend it out a little bit and soften it so it doesn't get too crazy. This right here is the shade Blonde, Soft Blonde, which is crazy because it's actually very dark. The reason I got it is because I like the tone. I was looking for a really cool tone brow pencil. I get soft brunette or, you know, soft brown kind of shades, and I feel like they always end up looking red, and I just don't like how that looks. Or too dark too, really. Too dark against my fair skin. And my hair is darker at the root, but it is fairly blonde towards the back, so it just ended up looking really funny. Soft blonde, that's kind of where it's at. I have really liked it. The first couple times I used this, I felt like it went on so quickly, but this time I feel like I have to re-dip my brush a little bit, and I hate that. So I've kind of been undecided. I think I'll try a different one next time. I don't think I'm 100% sold on this. I used the Charlotte Tilbury, I believe it's Legendary Brows before this. That one's a lot more watery, which at first I wasn't sure if I liked. But then after getting this one, which is a lot more creamy and thick, I do feel like I like that one better because it doesn't dry out as fast. You just have to be a little bit more careful because the pigment gets in there and onto your skin a lot easier, a lot quicker. So you have to be a little bit more careful, but look how nice. Filled in, ready to go, natural, and that's about it. Honestly, this is all I do most days. I was looking through my bag to make sure, but this is pretty much it. The only other thing I have over here is a mascara. This is the Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions. I love this because it's so easy to remove and so quick to build up on your lashes, but especially the removal is so good. But I don't do this every day because I don't want to mess with it, and I feel like this is put together enough for me, so I don't even do that. I actually also have a concealer in here, but I don't do concealer on every day either, just because I feel like it can get so makeup-y looking, and this to me doesn't look makeup-y at all. If I'm sweating like normal, touching my face, my baby's rubbing up on me, I don't feel like I'm getting makeup everywhere, or that it's rubbing off weird or wearing off weird by the end of the day. I just really think it looks good. So that's my quick everyday. I do this in, I swear, under 5 minutes. I know everybody gets on and says that, not like anybody cares, but if you're looking for something quick for every day that just pulls you together and makes it look like you really don't have a lot going on and you want the bare minimum, I would say this is it. This is the way to go. We're just running some errands today, so I figured I'd show you my quick little outfit and we'll be good to go. Okay, we're in my bedroom. I thought I'd just show you my outfit real quick. It is nothing fancy at all. The only reason I'm showing you is because I'm trying to make an effort to get ready every day, even a little bit, not always makeup and hair, obviously not my hair, but get dressed and like use my clothes because I leave the house so little that it's nice to feel like I'm getting dressed and like I'm, you know, feel like myself a little bit since most of the time I'm at home in pajamas. Here is my running around outfit. Sorry, the room is a mess. I feel like everything's in renovation. Hopefully you know that by now. So I'm wearing a Uniqlo cotton t-shirt. These are the best if you're looking for a t-shirt that is thick, that doesn't cling to your body, that's not see-through. These are so good, and they're actually really soft too. I really, really like these. I got a black and a white, and they're only like 12 or 15 bucks, and I really like them so far. And then this is a little gray polo sweater from Madewell, which I also love. All their stuff's always so comfy and fits me so good. And then these leggings are the Lululemon, I don't know which ones, Align or something. And then just some plain white socks. And then these New Balances are everywhere right now. Everyone's wearing them. And funny story about these, I actually got these for my brother. He bought them a few years ago. He's really into shoes and stuff. He wore them for a long time. He actually bought them at Value Village, and he wore them for a really long time. And then he kind of got over the color and he gave them to me. And now I feel like everyone is wearing them. So I feel pretty cool about that. I don't know what style they are because, like I said, they were from Value Village. And this is just a coat from Eddie Bauer. I just love a long, you know, cozy puffer, especially because it's still cold here. I do wish it was longer, like a mid-calf, so I'll probably end up getting a new one at some point, but I've had this one forever and it's so warm. And then I do have some necklaces on, not that anyone cares, but I never take these off. This is from my husband. He got it for me for Valentine's Day, I think when we were dating one year, or Christmas maybe? Christmas. Valentine's Day? I don't know. It's from Dog-Eared. And then this is just a simple little chain that I got at a boutique around here, nothing fancy. And then this is a letter M I got as a gift when I gave birth to Miles from my mother-in-law. Oh, and then I have my Majuri little small hoops on. There's those. I never take these out. I love them because I can sleep in them and they're like so comfy. I never feel them. And then just my high-key sunglasses. So that's that. We're off to go run errands. Thanks for watching.